Politicians! Hey! This is Miss Pekka here, and I am going to record myself on the webcam while I'm doing this math for today. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow's video or Thursday's video, I will do just my screen, and I would love to hear what you guys think. And I will have a place for you to answer a question on what you think is better. Having me in the webcam in the corner down here, hi, is good, or if you'd rather just have the notes. Okay, the next thing is I have this awesome new tool. It's like a pen, and I'm still getting to know it, but it helps me write so I can do math problems. So being that it's brand new, it's going to take me a little bit to get to know, and also being that we haven't seen each other in a while, we're going to just go back and do some review and see where everybody's at. So we're going to start really, really simple today with addition and subtraction, and we're going to move into addition and subtraction with decimals on Thursday. A couple things. While we're doing these videos and while you're on Khan Academy, you have to have out a notebook, okay? Get yourself your math notebook out of your backpack. I'm sure you haven't opened it in a few weeks. And take notes and follow along. I want you to try and solve the equations as I'm doing them, or taking notes just as if this was something that I was doing on the board, okay? Even though addition and subtraction, I know you're probably good to go and know how to do this, but this is just a trial run to see how we do and to see what works and what doesn't work. So we will get started. If you need to pause this and get out your notebook, please do. But I'm going to go ahead and start with an equation. And we're going to start off with addition. So if I have 864 plus 389, okay? So we want to remember that this isn't, the place value is super important. So we've got our ones, we've got our tens, and we've got our hundreds places. And when we line this equation up, that means that we're going to set it up so that way those things are stacked on top of each other appropriately. So 864, 389. I've got my place values all stacked up, and I'm going to add them together. So same thing, I want to add in the ones column. And when I add this 4 and the 9, those are ones. Now, 4 plus 9 is 13. And when I look at the number 13, out of this number, my ones is the 3. So the 3 goes here. And this right here, this 1, that is not a 1, that's a 10 actually. So this is really, 13 is really 10 plus 3, we know that, right? So this 10, I need to carry over to this side, right? And then if I'm gonna do my tens column, my 6 and 8, that's not actually 6 plus 8, that's 60 plus 80, but I have to remember I've got that 10 up here. So I usually do it by one little mark means 110, it could be 20 with a little 2, but usually it's a 1. So 6 and 8, when I add those together, I get 14 plus 1 is 15. Now that's not 15, that's actually 150. So no ones to go here with the 3. This 5 is the one we're going to keep down here. And this 1 is actually means 100 is going to get carried up here. And now I really have 100 plus 800 plus 300, which is going to be 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So that's going to be 1200. Oh, let's go. We'll go ahead and circle this one in blue. See, we're just learning how to use new technology. Those are our hundreds, so 1200. That's hard to read. So the 2 is the one that we want to put in the hundreds place here. And we have this 1 left, which is we're going to just bring down the 1,000. That's the only 1,000 in our problem. And our answer is 1,253. If you got that correct, give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! All right, now subtraction is a little bit different. Order does matter. Addition order doesn't matter because of the commutative property, but addition or order does matter for what we're doing here. So if I have a number 300 or 3,231 minus, let's go, 461. Okay. Now, remember, I'm going to set this up and I'm going to be reminded that these are our ones, our tens, our hundreds, and then this one has a thousands. So they might not line up exactly. We just kind of want to remember that as long as our place values are in the right place, we are good to go. Okay. Oops. So we're going to start in our ones place value, which is funny. I have two ones there. And I'm going to start at this bottom. I'm going to look up and I'm going to say 1 minus 1. Well, we can do that. That is 0. Now, in the tens, I'm going to start down here and I'm going to look up 6 minus 3. I cannot do that. 6 is bigger than 3. I can do that, but that's negative numbers and we don't need to worry about negative numbers right now. So I have to borrow. I have to borrow from this 200 here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this 200 into 100. I'm going to take 100 of those. I'm going to take 100 away from that guy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that 100 over to this 3 here. And this has now become 130. So this new equation is actually, just if I'm looking at my tens, it's actually 60 minus 130. But when I'm thinking about it, I can think about what's just in the orange, which I'll just put a 3 here, which is 6 minus 13, and 6 minus 13 is 7. So that's kind of how we do it in the standard algorithm. We just put it in there, but we just carry the 1 and put a 1 in front. But in case you're wondering why we did that, it's because we took a 100 from the 2 and we made this 30 130. And then now we're taking 60 from 130, which is actually 70. Okay. Now we're going to go over here and now I've got 4 minus 1. Same thing. I'm going to look up 4 minus 1, which remember, this is actually 400 minus 100. Still can't do it though. If the number on top is smaller, it is a no-fly zone. You got to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from this 3,000 and I'm going to take 1,000 from it. So I'm going to turn this 3,000 into 2,000. And now this is 100, but I just took 1,000 from over here. So I'm going to give it over here. So this is actually 1,100. So now I'm saying 400 minus 1,100, okay? Which is going to get us, that would be 700. Or a 7 is what I can put there. Then last but not least, you can put a 0 here if it helps you think about that placeholder. 0 minus 2 is just 2,000 left over. And our answer is 2,770. If that's what you got, give yourself a big round of applause. And that's what we're doing today for adding and subtracting review. If you have not yet checked out your Khan Academy to make sure you can get in, please let me know. And we can make sure everyone's in on Khan Academy. You've got a couple assignments. They're both with decimals. So if you want to get started on those, you can. You have videos to watch, some articles to read and check out, and then problems to solve. That is like due Friday. That's kind of on your own to do whenever you have time. So if you can knock it all out today, great. If not, no big deal. So hope this helped a little bit review, and we will see everyone on the next one. Have an awesome rest of your day.